All right. So I want to go over some products. I don't know if you guys. Hi, Glenn.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I don't know if you guys saw the video earlier. I asked you. I mean, you guys. Hi, Carly. Usually you guys have pen and paper, but I don't want to just like throw out information to you guys. I want this to be kind of a a beneficial get together tonight too. I want to kind of work through some stuff with you guys if we can too. So as we go through the products, I'm going to be writing down people. If you guys write down people that you think of, I think it's Stephanie Dunn that suggested doing this at our wrap parties too with our potentials when they're looking at the catalog. Like give them a pen and ask them to write down people that they think of that would use those products. Two things that shows them how easy it is for them to be a distributor and to have potentials of their own, and gives you referrals if they just aren't all about that distributor life. They will be eventually. But anyways, so I have my catalog in front of me. So I'm going to kind of go off of that. If you have your catalog, that's the order I'm going to go in. And if you have any questions, let me know. And that's kind of how we'll play by ear to see how it goes. Hi, beautiful.
Hi.
All right, so I'm going to start with the wraps. Most of us on here are pretty familiar with products, so I'll just kind of give the gist of stuff. Obviously, the big thing that I like to mention to potentials is it's the lotion on the wrap that does the work, okay? There's so many misconceptions with our wrap about water weight and all of this stuff, weight loss. The thing does not make you lose weight. It tightens and tones your skin. And it's the actual herbal-based lotion that's on the wrap. Also, I learned at our product training with Carla Burns, that wrap, you guys, the actual like cloth or whatever it is, plastic, it is actually designed the way she described it, like the smoking patches. Okay, it's like the medical grade patch, and it is designed to help your body absorb that lotion. So it's not just to sit there so that the lotion sits on your skin. It's helping that lotion get deeper into your skin. So we recommend that they do it for the 45 minutes the first time, so we make sure that their skin will react okay to it. But then afterwards, the longer you keep it on, the longer that wrap is going to help it soak into your skin and go deeper so that it can tighten and tone more, okay? I've had a lot of people start asking me what's in the wrap, and there's like a million different things in there. So just a suggestion, what I do when they ask that, I go to my website real quick on my phone, and all of our products, if you're not familiar with this, on the website, if you go down to the bottom, it says view product information. If you click that, it brings up the product sheet. I screenshot that and I send it directly to them, okay? If they're asking that, they're probably agreeing. Greens stress me out only because I feel like they want the right answers, and if I tell them the wrong thing, it's going to be like a deal breaker. So I just let them do their research for themselves and tell them whatever questions they have, like come ask me. Like I'm better with questions. I don't want to throw up all over them, because if they're not green and I just gave them all this information, then I'm going to overwhelm them. Sometimes it's not, oh, what's in that, because they want you to tell them all those things. Sometimes they're looking for certain things that they know that their skin reacts to and whatnot. So I just kind of give it to them and let them figure it out. The other thing, I'm going to be very honest with you. This month, thanks to that accountability post, I finally was consistent with wrapping, okay? When I first started, I was pregnant, I was nursing, those were legit excuses. But then I had every excuse in the book why I didn't consistently keep up with it. And most of it was just right here. I've done a whole treatment now. I turned them in and got corporate approved photos. I have my own results to share, and I have a list of potentials now from sharing those results. It's huge for your business. Okay. It also helped me believe in this product more. I tried one years ago. It was crap. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I opened the wrap correctly and put it on all the way. Like, I think I just took it out of the package and put it on like a non-smoking patch. Like, I didn't get any instructions, but people will do that. So really giving those detailed instructions, Crystal posted something really good on our page that you can just copy and paste and send to them. But it's so huge for them to take their pictures. Okay. When I have customers that get wraps, I let them know, like, look, you don't have to send them to me if you don't feel comfortable, but please do it for yourself. Like, please, please, please. It's huge. And I don't look at it until 72 hours because that wrap is going to keep, that lotion is still in your system. It's still working for 72 hours. Okay. Yes, people see it right after they take it off, but that it's not done. It's still going to work its magic. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about wrap or wrapping, the process of wrapping? Has anybody not wrapped yet? Raise your hand. Okay, if you haven't, I just did after over a year. Haley has amazing wrap results, and so does Michael. I've seen theirs. We all know Heather's wrap results are out of this world. Oh, look, somebody's wrapping right now. Look at you. Perfect. Barb, I wrapped Barb. I know Barb is wrapped.
Yep. I have a question, Brie.
Yeah.
I don't remember who told me, but somebody told me before wrapping, use the cleanser and toner and then wrap.
Yes, that will help because our cleanser doesn't have the lotion base to it. That's another thing to make sure to tell them. When they clean their stomach, even just cleaning with hot water will open those pores up. But if they do it after the shower, if they have lotion-based body wash, that's going to block their pores. So that's something that make sure.
Right.
You do. But yes, Carla told us that at our training. I'm pretty sure too. Our cleanser is very good for that, and then the toner balances your pH and opens up your pores. So those two things definitely help with that. I haven't even done that. I think I'm going to do that and see if it affects it any, because I'm doing my second treatment. I did my 5th one yesterday. So I'm glad you brought that up. And then also remind them to try to plan their wrap so that they have at least like a good 8 hours before they shower so that the lotion that is left behind is still there. Also, a little tidbit of information. After you wrap, you can take your wrap and either put it in a plastic bag or if you do it at night, you can put them on the bottom of your feet with socks while you sleep. And it's like a pedicure overnight. Like your feet get super moisturized and soft and nice. I need to do that next time. I always wrap during the day now and I forget to take it home. Okay, so the defining gel. The defining gel is the same lotion formula that's on our wraps, but the wrap is a lot more concentrated. So a big thing for the defining gel is to use that in between your wraps, right? So we're not supposed to wrap like every 72 hours because it's still working, but you can use the defining gel in between to boost your results. You can use the defining gel all over. Heather has used it repeatedly, consistently, and her results were awesome for that. The big thing with that is the cellulite and the texture. Varicose veins. So when Carla was telling us about that, like people that have like the spider veins and stuff, I know somebody personally that she recommended using the defining gel and the stretch mark cream together on those veins, and it helps the skin tighten and soften and hydrates, so that helps with that. The fab wrap, mean, it's on the product catalog, so I'll kind of touch on it. When you get it from like the full one that's supposed to be 82 feet, some people love it. I like mine tight. I use an ace bandage actually when I wrap. That's how tight I like it to feel. So that fab wrap, I feel like when I pull it as tight as I like it, I'm just gonna say it's because I pull it tight. When I first tried it, I seriously messaged Crystal and asked her, like, are big girls not supposed to use it because it's not working for me. But I mean, I don't recommend it to my customers. I tell them that we have it, but they can use their shirts or plastic wrap or whatever to hold it on. So just because I'm using the catalog, I'm opening it and I've got the greens on the next page. So I'll go to those. Our new ones. So the greens are, I love them. Some people, it's either they love them or they hate them. And they hate them for a couple of reasons. Haley's shaking her head. No. Some people don't like the taste. Some people can't take the texture. The newer ones, personally, I think are less grainier. But, so with those, they detox and alkalize your body. The way Carla explained that to us, which was like a light bulb in my head, when you think about an apple and you cut it and it's exposed to the air and it gets oxidized, you know how it turns brown? It starts to change colors. Well, if you're not putting antioxidants into your body, that happens to our insides. Like, it was kind of gross to think about, but that's why we need antioxidants in our diet. So when we detox and alkalize our body, it goes along with those things. Excuse me. Obviously, we have the huge amount of fruits and veggies in there. It has more fiber added to it, which is good for some of us people that have issues. And the pH balancing, guys. I don't know if you guys understand that part. It doesn't have the probiotic anymore, but the pH balancing is really good for kind of like mellowing out your system and getting it on the right track. The magnesium and potassium is what does that for your body. And now that it's soy-free, dairy-free, allergen-free, gluten-free, all of that, which I've been asked a million times before they changed it all. I mean, it's really awesome for everybody. I recommend it to almost anyone, unless it's like, you know, they just want to wrap. But even with wrapping, like detoxing and alkalizing, like that bloat that it helps is really awesome. Excuse me. And now the matcha green tea that's in it is, Crystal was starting to research that, and that actually has a fat burning property to it. So it can help, it could potentially help with weight loss too. Obviously, if you're giving your body all of these nutrients and fruits and veggies that you don't usually get, that should help your body feel better. And that part of it can help with weight loss as well. I always, always, always recommend greens to pretty much everybody. The only difference between the tub and the packs is just that, just a convenience thing. I personally feel like I get more than 30 servings out of the tub. So I tell my customers that they get more for their buck, actually, if they can just scoop it out for themselves. So, and it's not that bad. I keep it in my bag all the time, so it's not hard to carry it around. I feel like the little pouches are more annoying than having the tub in my bag. And then the chews are really good. That's a load of antioxidants, like I was just talking about. And they're actually a prebiotic. So those with our probiotic now, because it's not in our greens, those two things feed each other. The way it was explained to us, the probiotic goes in there and like cleans out your system. The prebiotic feeds that and keeps that going and growing. So those work very well together. And the chews are proven to help maintain a healthy blood pressure. You can claim that. It is proven. That is one thing. I mean, sometimes we're very careful with what we say, but those are because of the antioxidant levels. And some ingredient that starts with a PTER, I don't know how to say it, I won't try to say it, but that is the actual ingredient that helps with the blood pressure. Hi!
Hi!
So excited! We're on the greens and we're going I'm going through the catalog if you want to kind of follow along. I hope you guys are writing down people or thinking about people as we're going. I was going to stop, but I've been kind of on a roll. So we've done the rats and the greens and the defining gel. So if you guys are thinking about them. Does anybody have any questions about the greens or the chews? The chews taste really good. I don't know if you guys have had them. I have to hide them from my son because when he first tried them, he took a handful of them and hid them under his pillow because I told him he couldn't have any more. So it's like a now and later consistency, but a Starburst taste for me. I know Ruth really likes them too. No questions about greens or chews? Haley, you don't want to ask me if they're going to have a new flavor? That's messing with you, love. I like the berry better. I haven't tried the new orange. I didn't mind the orange. It wasn't. Did you try the new one, Michael?
The new one's better.
New orange?
Yeah, the orange actually isn't bad. They're all
They're
gross.
still gross. Orange is still gross.
But Haley said it's not bad, so it can't be too gross if she likes it. Does it still have like that tea taste?
Yeah, but the new formula is a lot better than the old formula. So if you haven't tried the new formula, you should.
Okay, I have some. I have the packets so that I could give samples. I'm going to try some tomorrow. I haven't even thought about that. And they don't have to have it in the water, guys. They can put it in juice. I mean, if it's like a juice loaded with sugar, it kind of defeats the purpose. But
Orange.
Barb, you put yours in green tea, I think, right?
Yes, I do. I put it in the diet berry green tea because it doesn't have anything in it.
Yeah.
It's 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 everything. But the flavor actually makes it a whole lot better. I figured out today, if you put it in water, new formula, if you take it, you put it in water and stick it in the fridge for like an hour, hour and a half, it like almost completely dilutes, so there's no gritty at all.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I was at work and had made my greens and had a client come in and left it on my desk. I'm like, oh, this is going to be gross. It's warm. So I took it and put it in the fridge. And then an hour or so later, I pulled it out and I shook it up and it was all mixed and it wasn't gritty at all.
Good. Perfect. Saraya, did you want to say something, love? No? Okay. Michael, are you trying to unmute yourself?
Hey, Bree.
Yes, love.
I want to tell you, I put my greens, I mix them in my It Works shaker bottle, and I keep it like a pitcher in my fridge so that I always have greens in my fridge. So when I want some, I just pour them out, and they're never gritty. And I just add, my water to it, add the greens, shake it up real good, put it in the fridge. It's cold. It's always there. So I always have it.
For making it colder.
And then I put in a water bottle for work, like just whatever water you buy, and I take it to work with me. And throughout the day, if it settles at the bottom, I just shake it up and drink it, and it's not pretty at all. Works really well with the It Works shaker bottle too.
Awesome. I have to get a new one because mine busted. I don't know why. But they're going to give me a new one because I don't want to buy another.
Submit a ticket for that. They'll give you a new one.
Oh,
there's no BV in buying another one. They just need to give it to me.
Oh, by the way, I'm known as the Confianza woman at work now. They're all like, "Oh, do you have that stuff that like takes your stress away?"
Listen.
Everybody's like, "Wow, this is great."
Yeah, you should have.
I'm like, "Great, sign up with me."
Yeah, I love it.
I say, if you want, you have to sign up with me. I know.
I love it.
I know it. It's wonderful.
Is that something I can give to like Matthew?
Okay, so I don't want to tell you that and have something happen, but I will tell you.
You know, he's as an adult. He's 5'11".
Oh yeah, yeah, the older one. I don't see why not. There are a lot of distributors that I've seen on Chiva that actually give it to their younger kids instead of ADHD medicine. Here's the thing. It's not chemically based. Okay, it's all naturally based, obviously, and it's adaptive. It's not like a controlled substance that brings them down or puts them up. I was on depression medicine and anxiety medicine a few years back, and I hated it. I felt like a zombie. Like one tried to bring me up, one tried to bring me down. Like I didn't have any feelings at all. And I deal with children every day that are on different medicines, and I see what it does. And like it's supposed to help them, and I feel like it makes it even worse. So I personally would suggest maybe trying it. I've thought about giving Jaden one if he could swallow pills, just to kind of like mellow him out. But it like I said, it's adaptive. It's gonna work with if you're like getting stressed out, it's gonna kind of calm you down. But if you need like a boost too, it helps fight fatigue. So it helps with that too. So it kind of works with your body. Not kind of, it does work with your body. It helps with focus. It helps with concentration. And a big thing that I have noticed personally, and I sent pictures to Kelly one time. I'm going to try to find them and show you guys. One of the girls in the Double Diamond group did before and afters of her face when she takes her Confianza. And I'm not really sure what causes it, but apparently, like, I could see it in the picture, like the swelling in her face was ridiculously different when she didn't have it and she did. Like, her face looked more swollen when she didn't. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like stress induced or what. But the other thing that Carla mentioned to us, Confianza can also help with weight, especially us women. That cortisol buildup that happens in our bellies from stress. This can help kind of regulate that and help us combat that situation as well. So that's something that you can mention to people too. I personally, I'm an emotional eater, non-eater kind of thing. So, I mean, I can understand how that can help. So that's another thing that you can recommend. I know Heather takes it consistently with her Vital, and we know Heather's results. So that could definitely help some, and it's totally affordable too. So that's yeah, go ahead.
The swelling in your face, the swelling in her face, and with anybody with the cortisol, it says what they call your insulin resistance, and that shows up as swelling and fat accumulation around your jawline. And what happens is I'm noticing it too, that I'm not getting as much swelling around my face. And so I know my insulin resistance must be changing because I am just not hungry. With the Confianza and the greens, it's like I'm eating about half of what even not even half of what I eat. I'm trying to actually have to like think of, okay, what do you want to eat? Because I don't really feel hungry like I used to.
Yeah,
I think what it's doing is my cortisol level, so it lowers what they call your insulin resistance over time because it reduces the cortisol in your bloodstream.
Okay, awesome, perfect. I'm glad you.
So, anybody ever had a question about that?
I mentioned that
okay.
I take my Vital and my Confianza in the morning, and I don't eat all of my breakfast. Like more so than when I was taking the fat fighters. I know I had posted about that before. Like the fat fighters, I felt like I didn't have an appetite. I take my Vital and my Confianza in the morning. I'm like my appetite is pretty much non-existent. Sometimes that's bad too, so I gotta eat. But okay, so write down your 5 people for Confianza: stress, belly issues, need help focusing, kind of thing. or if they have family members that you know that you could recommend that to. So let me look in here. Let me just go off of it. Any other questions about Confianza? Okay. So our Vital family, okay? We have them in a pack. And if they want the convenience of that pack, that's a good recommendation. But what I will tell you that Carla recommended, and Carla is a nurse, nutritionist, like, I mean, she knows her stuff. She's actually the formulator for our ProFit. And she actually signed with our company because of our Vital Core. Because our Vital Core, which is our multivitamin, was so amazing. That is why she signed with it. Works 10 plus years ago, and makes ridiculous money now. But so that was the thing that she got turned on to. Someone tried to get her to wrap. We have 10 minutes, so we're probably gonna have to jump off and jump back on. But the Vital Core, I absolutely love. I will tell you, my prenatals and any other multivitamin I've tried to take comes back up. My stomach doesn't do well with vitamins. Our vitamin has a peppermint coating on it, which soothes your stomach, so it's easier to take them. You're supposed to take 3 at a time, okay? Seems like you're taking a bunch of pills at once, but you take that many for a reason. They're time released, and it nourishes your body for 12 hours, okay, up to 12 hours. The way that she described it is it's like the Swiss cheese vitamin, okay? Even if you eat the cleanest diet and you're, the healthiest foods and whatnot, your body still has holes in what it needs. Like it can't get everything that it needs from you eating your diet. Also, when you're craving things, you guys already know this probably, when you crave things, that's because your body needs something and it's sending this message to you that, hey, I need calcium. That probably comes through as, for me, a craving for ice cream. I like to use that excuse. My body just needs some calcium. I don't know. But like when these vitamins go in and give your body what it needs, those cravings start to decrease. All right. Where is it at on here? The other thing, it's gluten-free, whole food. People will ask that. It's mood. It helps regulate your mood as well. It also has a metabolism support in it. So there's been some talk, and I posted the call the other day from actual Dawn, Dr. Dawn. Hi, April. With weight loss and could help with metabolism, support that ThermoFit will give some people. Okay, ThermoFit isn't for everybody. Vital Core is for everybody. Vital Core is a multivitamin. Everybody's body needs it. All right. But the biggest thing with our vitamin is that time lapse. It feeds our body for 12 hours. When I miss it now, I can tell. Like when I don't take my Vital Core, I'm dragging. Like I can tell that I need to take it. I absolutely love it. Now, going back to the pack part of the situation, Carla recommended that the minerals and the omegas that are in the Vital family, that you take those at night, okay? And she actually recommended that for a reason, and I wrote it down.
So wait, so you're both of those you take at night, the minerals and the, damn it, okay.
Yeah.
Like morning and one was at night.
You can take them in the morning. You can take them as the pack. I mean, it's not going to hurt you, but you get more benefits from taking them at night.
You said that, I just, for what?
So the minerals, real quick, the minerals really help people that need help with the vitamin D. So for people that need support with their bones and their teeth, calcium absorption, those kind of things, and cardiovascular health. That's where that helps. So the minerals can really help with that. The reason that she says to take that at night is when your body's resting, those things can get those benefits more than like your heart's trying to keep up with your body all day and you're doing all kinds of stuff, which made sense to me. Your heart is more at rest, and then those minerals that it needs can go in there and work the way they can. The omegas also are good for heart. these are very good for people that have cholesterol problems. Thinking cute. And inflammation. Okay, so it's really good for your hair, skin, and nails also. And there's a mood support for healthy brain function, so it helps with like your memory and that kind of stuff. And the thing with ours is there's a lemon flavor that's supposed to help with like the fish oil situation, which again, I had a problem with DHA when I was pregnant. I could not take it day, noon, night, anytime. The fish oil, once it hit my stomach, it was back up. I could only take plant-based ones, but the lemon flavor is supposed to help with that. It's supposed to help you not burp up all of that. I don't know if that helps because I take it at night as well. But again, while your body's resting, you can go in there and work more than when those things are trying to work during the day. So, does that answer your question of why to take them at night? So if they get the packs, it's good. They can take them in the morning, but if you make that recommendation to them, I feel like when we do those things for our customers, they feel like you're really looking out for them. And they could just roll up their pack and save it for nighttime. But in the same sense, my BV mine, it only saves like $7 to get it put in the pack technically, but you lose like almost 30 BV that way. So if they're not really interested in the pack part of it, and it would help them remember to take those ones at night and the other ones in the day, just let them buy them 3 separate. So we're going to run out of time on this one. Is everybody okay with going out and coming back in, or do you guys need to go going out and coming back in? And I'll try to stay a little bit more focused. I think we're doing really good discussion-wise. Let me go over relief. I have 3 minutes, and then we'll jump off and jump back on. And in that time, you can write down who you're thinking of for your vital packs and for relief, which relief is really good for joint pain. I have a couple people on it that have knee pain, and for their back. Maggie's starting to take it for her back, and it has glucosamine and some C word that's supposed to be good for joint health. I'm trying to find it on here so I can tell you. The joint cartilage, and it helps with the flexible joint movement, so that that's where that glucosamine comes in. So that has actually, there's a lot of distributors on our team that like right after their knee surgery and stuff, they say it's amazing, and they can really tell when they don't have it. So does anybody have any questions about vital, relief, confianza? We've gone over those for the lifestyle part.
Bree, you said the minerals.
Bree, for the
Hold on 1 second, Irene. Go ahead, Barb.
The
Okay.
vital minerals. You said something about cardio. Is it good for the heart? Like anybody that has heart problems, is that something we could suggest? I mean, obviously you would tell them to go to their doctor, but
Right.
they're asking, is that something you could suggest? Say they have heart problems, they have heart issues.
Yes. The big part with the minerals is the vitamin D for the bones and stuff, but it also helps with the cardiovascular side of it. That's how she explained it to us. So cardiovascular health is improved with the minerals. And also with the omegas. The omegas more so because it helps control the cholesterol and the triglycerides. So
Okay.
those are very big for heart health too. So both of them together would probably
Right.
help. And then if it's a blood pressure issue, to choose because of the
Right.
and stuff and that P word that I don't even want to try to pronounce. But yeah, she did mention that definitely when we have that training. Go ahead, Irene. You had a question?
I did. With the relief, I just wondered if anybody has any experience with the relief with people who have like a fibromyalgia, soft tissue issues, soft tissues with issues with joints, things like that.
I
If they've
have,
gotten any results using the relief with that, because I'd like to try it. I would like to try it for myself. And I would all, but I also have a couple other people in mind who I think might benefit from the relief. And it just becomes it's like a general achiness, soreness, flu-like feeling that sets in with me that I'd like to see if the relief, could be kind of my own case study. But I also have a couple of other people that I'd like to have them try it and see, how they are with it.
I'll
And
search
if
on
you've had any
SIBA
experience with it or
and see. I know that I've seen people talking about it, and I'll tag you in it so you can see what they've said too. But I'm pretty sure it's been relief when they talk about